Okay, well, we are on Facebook Live. Welcome, Dr. Carstensen. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for joining me today.
Of course, Lauren. I mean, I love talking with you. So thanks for the invitation.
You're welcome. Well, we can talk airway all day, and but today we really want to feature the Airway Palooza, an event that we're having really to raise awareness to airway health. We're specifically going to focus on airway and sleep dentistry, but all healthcare professionals are invited, and that's December 9th and December 10th in amazing Savannah, Georgia. Have you been to Savannah yet, Dr. Carstensen?
Oh, I've only been through there briefly. I was on my way someplace and went through the airport. So when you invited me to Savannah, I thought, oh, this is a fantastic opportunity to see a special part of the country.
Absolutely. In fact, I went there, I hate to say it, a couple of years ago for my 50th, but when I was there, I'm like, one day I'm going to have a conference here. And here we are 2 years later, and it's going to be amazing. But that's just the location. Let's just talk about the content and the speakers that we're having. And we'll start with you because you're such a thought leader in the industry. And what I love about what you do with dentistry is you raise awareness, but then you hold people accountable in a sense where you want to change policies. You want this to be written in stone, and for good reasons, because we're really helping people live better and healthier lives. So I invited you to speak specifically to really talk about airway dentistry, the role of the airway dentist, and maybe some policy changes that you can kind of keep us abreast on. But perhaps you can share with us why it's such a special time to be a dentist in this day and age of airway and sleep dentistry.
Sure. Well, a couple of things I want to say is you were talking about raising awareness of airway issues, and you're not going to get anybody that's gathering in Savannah with a group of people that are leading this show that isn't aware about airway. So it's not about awareness, in my view, Lauren. It's going to be about taking action. And that's the thing, because as we become more aware through our profession of the importance of airway issues, great, but it doesn't matter until we take action. And that's what I want to promote. Is I think that becoming an advocate for how people breathe and how we start them off in life with good airway support and the growth and development of little kids, how we manage their diseases when they're in their 40s and 70s. All those things are need to be part of everyday dental practice. Now, not every dentist is going to do oral appliances, for example. There's specialists. Not every pediatric dentist is going to be a specialist in growth and development. But what we have to do is make sure that every dentist talks to every one of their patients about how they breathe and sleep. And if they don't do it well, then a solution needs to be found. It's an airway solution. How's that? And so
great name.
And so,
that's so funny.
If we get together in Savannah with that amazing group of people that you've invited to speak, my job is to help people leave there fired up to go home and do something better for their patients. So
love it. I love being fired up. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad you're going to be there. But can you see actually the screen just with all the people that are speaking fully?
I can, yeah.
Okay, terrific. So just this alone, if no one else shows up, Dr. Carstensen, we're going to have such a good time, right? I mean, if you think about it, really, we're going to have James Nestor, and I'm so excited that he's actually going to make a special presentation geared towards more healthcare professionals than, say, patients or consumers. So I'm really excited about that. But, when I asked each speaker to attend, everyone said yes right away, which I was so thrilled about. But when you see the different topics, whether you are doing airway dentistry, we're going to celebrate that. We're going to reinforce that. You're going to be among your peers where you're feeling like it's literally a palooza, a celebration of perhaps the road not taken. Or if you're curious about dental and sleep medicine, what a better way to get introduced, right, to all of these speakers. And some of the topics are just going to be, you know, from the top speakers is, you know, dentists being the champions of airway health. Dr. Kevin Boyd is really going to talk about the craniofacial respiratory complex. We have to make sure we say that together. We're going to talk about Mayo in the dental practice, Dr. Scott Siegel. You can see all of these speakers. I don't want to read them one by one since you can see the screen, but everyone brings a pearl. And I think that whenever you go to a CE event, if you can come back with a couple of pearls, you're great. But we're going to have at least 13 pearls here with these speakers that everyone can walk away with. And like you said, get fired up. So I am really excited. It's going to be, as I said, a palooza. So we're going to have music. We're going to have an open bar. We're going to have, I'm Italian, so we're going to have a lot of food. It's going to be really very festive. And a palooza is really a celebration, a jubilee for all these healthcare professionals that come together to support airway health and really drive airway dentistry forward. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to wait 8 weeks, honestly.
Well, one of the things I want to point out is I know every one of those speakers, and one of the things every attendee is gonna get right away is that not only are all these incredible people passionate about the thing you've asked them to talk about, but really everything else as well, is that they are incredibly passionate about sharing that information with everybody else. And so this isn't a meeting of experts that, you know, that anybody that's new to this field would be intimidated by. They can walk up to James Nestor, they can walk up to Darius Longamy, they can walk up to me, or I can walk up to any of these instructors and go, can you help me? And they're going to sit down and have a great conversation, because
Absolutely.
Instructors really, really, really want the whole community to get healthier. And the mechanism is by all the people that are going to be listening and saying, I'm going to go home and do something better for my patients. And
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's going to be such a fun time, because I know the group that we're all going to have a great time speaking. And so and it's like an office. You walk into an office, and if everybody in the office gets along, the patient encounters always go better. So this meeting is going to go great because everybody likes each other on that panel. And so we're going to have a fun time. It's going to be great in Savannah.
Thank you so much. And I love it is a mix of dental and medical. You know, Gerald Simmons as MD, triple board certified neurologist, and Dr. Logmany, as you said, is an MD. We have two oral surgeons, Scott Siegel and Scotty Bolding. So we have pediatric dentists, we have general dentists, and actually we're going to have a Facebook Live with Scott Province, who's really new to this. And I'm really excited about that keynote, because he's just like someone may be listening to this today. He was curious about airway dentistry, wanted to get into it, and now he's hooked. And he'll share some of his cases just over the last year and a half. So it's going to be fabulous. Now I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do for 8 weeks. But, you know, if you have any questions, please reach out. We're going to put your VIP code in the chat. So if anyone wants to sign up, they do get $100 off, as well as up to, I think, $1,100 in savings off of the recordings and wow. Team. If you want to have your team learn, you can buy the recording for your team if you attend, or if you can't make it, you can buy a virtual ticket as well. This is open to all dental team members as well, all allied health professionals. If you want to learn more about airway dentistry and collaboration, come on to Savannah. I can't think of a better place, and I can't think of a better group of instructors. So thanks again, Dr. Carstensen. I appreciate all you do, and thank you for being on board.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. 8 more weeks. All right.
8 more weeks. The countdown. See you in Savannah.
Bye, Lauren. Thank you.
Thank you.